Hollywood is now back open, so why don't you join us on this extraordinary adventure?
TLEV Media, bringing the magic of the theme parks to your home.
From vlogs to interviews, TLEV Media is entertainment for all.
What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Warner Brothers Studio Tour Hollywood. This is the grand reopening media preview, so special thanks to Warner Brothers for having us out here to do this. Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, we're here. Super exciting to have this sneak peek. We're going to be seeing Maggie Wheeler, we're going to be seeing Bonnie Wright, we're going to be seeing Patty Jenkins, and also getting up close and personal with some of the fantastic set pieces and costume pieces. And without further ado, let's just jump into it. That's what you're all here for.
It's part of some of the new food items. This is the roasted beet hummus with tahini, toasted pistachio, micro basil served on a pita chip. And over here we have the watermelon basil feta. Let me try that again. Watermelon basil feta served on a china spoon drizzled with balsamic reduction. Oh, what's in it?
It's gonna be a blueberry lemonade with a little bit of cranberry and club soda.
Oh, yes, please. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Alright. Let's try this Hermione's potion. It's still bubbling. I don't know if you can even see that. Hopefully it's good. Not bad, Hermione. Also, I see like half my head keeps getting cut off, so sorry about that. I'm rusty, people. I'm rusty. Okay. So right here, we see that there's the chip right here. See if I can focus a little bit better. There we go. So we have the chip right here, beet hummus all around. It looks like it's pieces of pistachio as well in here. It's gonna be real tasty. I like it. It's really soft and the flavors are very subtle. It doesn't really build. A nice balance of all the flavors together. And of course over here is, almost there. There we go. That is our watermelon, the feta cheese, and balsamic extraction on it. I mean, that combination sounds like it should be really good, right? I can just crouch a little. This is like one bite, so. Wow. So, I know there's a lot of like watermelon mustard going on the line right now, but I think balsamic and watermelon, that's where it is. And now we're all starting to set up and waiting for opening remarks. And for Patty Jenkins, the director of Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman 1984, and soon Star Wars Rogue Squadron, to arrive and usher us in the new tour.
Once again, my name is Gary, Director of Marketing and Communications. We're so excited to have you here. It's wonderful to have press and our content creators here actually in person. It's so wonderful to see everyone. Thank you so much for coming. It's my pleasure to introduce Danny Kahn, our Vice President and General Manager of the Studio Tour.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us and welcome to Warner Brothers Studios. My name is Danny Kahn and I'm the Vice President and General Manager of Warner Brothers Studio Tour Hollywood. It's a pleasure to have you with us today as we celebrate the restart of the Studio Tour and the launch of our Welcome Center. The Warner Brothers Studios Tour has become a popular LA attraction over the years, and this building gives us the room that we need to grow. Each tour is unique as production activity evolves daily, so you never know who or what you might see on the Warner Brothers Studio Tour. Stage 48 Script to Screen is the self-guided interactive sound stage that takes you through the filmmaker's journey from start to finish. Warner Brothers was the studio that introduced the first talking picture to the world, and we haven't stopped innovating the industry ever since. At Stage 48, you can learn how sound effects and dialogue are recorded at our cutting-edge post-production department, from the actual talented people who work behind the scenes to create a convincing soundtrack in our new interactive exhibit. We truly have a treat for Friends fans. You can now enjoy lunch at the Central Park Cafe and eat in one of our themed dining spaces based on your favorite Friends characters. Grab a seat at Monica's kitchen or sit at the foosball table at Joey and Chandler's apartment. There's also a chance to pick up exclusive Friends merchandise only available at our Friends boutique there. Our promise to customers is to get closer to the entertainment you love, and our new finale, Action and Magic Made Here, does exactly just that. Step off the cart and into the scenes of two of our most successful film franchises from the DC Universe and the Wizarding World. You can explore the Batcave to get an up-close look at our Batmobiles or try your hand at potion making in our Potions classroom. The celebration room is where we keep our treasures from our archive. On display are original costumes from Casablanca, the 42 Jackie Robinson jersey worn by Chadwick Boseman, and so much more. Last but certainly not least is a visit to the only Warner Brothers studio store. It's the only one of its kind. This is your chance to take home studio exclusive merchandise that you can only find here at our worldwide headquarters in Burbank. The products are really top quality, and we also offer personalization, so you can find the perfect gift for any Warner Brothers fan here at the studio. So we look forward to seeing you at the studio tour and ask you to book your tickets in advance online at wbstudiotour.com.
Hello and welcome to Warner Brothers Studio Tour Hollywood. I'm Bonnie Wright, and you probably more recognize me as Ginny Weasly. I am very, very excited to be here because this year is the 20th anniversary of the first Harry Potter film, and I really couldn't think of a better place to celebrate than the studio tour, as it's all new and widely expanded. And you just get to experience the action, the magic and fun, and the props and costumes and the recreated sets from the wizarding world of Harry Potter and the Fantastic Beasts. I wish I could be there with you today, but I am in London. But I wish you all the best, and I really hope that the team and the studio tour have a really wonderful opening day.
Now it's my great pleasure to introduce award-winning writer, producer, and director Patty Jenkins with John Curtis, our tour guide.
Patty, thank you so much for being here and doing this with us. I feel like your name has been floating around here for such a long time. It's like you've been such a part of us for so long, and now you're finally here. So thank you so much for doing this, and again, being here with us to celebrate this.
So happy to be here, and as somebody who has, tried to even absorb how amazing the history of Warner Brothers is all the time myself, I'm excited to be here and see it. So thank you for having me.
Jumping right into it, having had the chance to now walk through the exhibit and see some of the things that we have to offer in action and magic, and obviously props and costumes from Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman 1984. I was wondering if there was anything that you saw along the way that really stuck out to you, that sparked a specific fond memory from filming, something that when you saw it reminded you of a time on set or a time making your movies.
I think that they all do. I think what's so incredible is that each of those objects in there is something that was something so different to me so recently. It was something that a great artist would make, and I would labor over making notes on and seeing new versions of. So particularly like the wings from Wonder Woman 1984. To see those out in full display. We actually made those wings on set. We didn't really need to because you could just do them in CG, but we did. And so everything about the curvature of the line on the top, and I found myself going back into that critical mode of oh good, you guys really got that line right. But so many of those objects are such beautiful things ultimately that these great people that I work with have ended up creating. And so yeah, they all bring back great memories.
And it's even small, specific things like that, the wings, the curvature of the wings.
Yeah.
It's amazing. What's been your experience directing such an iconic character? Not only, on the individual side of the movies as they stand alone, but being part of the DC family. What's been your experience?
It's an incredible honor. It's such an honor that you kind of can't even, you don't know what to do with it. When I think about growing up watching Superman and watching all the Batmans, and then I get to be the person who makes Wonder Woman, what do you do with that thought process? I don't even know. All I end up knowing is that luckily I love Wonder Woman and I loved the comic book films, and so somebody's got to do it. So it turned out it was me, and I loved getting to be a part of it. But it is I believe in them. I believe in, particularly in these DC characters, I think that they are about trying to be a hero in the world. I feel like there are superheroes that are about different things. A lot of superheroes are about, being unlikely and chosen. That's not really the DC superheroes. The DC superheroes are about what do you do if you had great power and you could help people. And I love that, and I believe in that. So it's been incredible to be get to play in that sandbox.
It's amazing. I heard it said once, that like the DC heroes, they're heroes trying to be people and not necessarily the other way around. Wonder Woman and Wonder Woman 1984. Okay, so Wonder Woman, huge hit, mega hit. The world loved Wonder Woman, still do. Was that more of a relief or a challenge going into making Wonder Woman 1984?
It was both. It was both, because it's never, no matter the success of the first Wonder Woman, it never is easy to make a successful film. It's always going to be incredibly hard. And so, but there was pressure, there was that much pressure to make the first one. I was the first person to give Wonder Woman a chance. Could she succeed at all on the big screen? So it's always, they were both a lot of pressure. The bar for both was incredibly high from myself, even before I could get to others, to live up to that, legacy. And so, yeah, it was both.
Was there a moment, especially filming the first one, where it clicked? Was there something that you saw or felt where you had a moment of clarity, like, wow, this is going to be huge? Did you have that moment at any point? Or was it until the box office happened, you're like, oh, this was huge?
Yeah, I don't know that I did not, it couldn't be good enough for me when we were shooting. So I don't think I was like, wow, we're killing it. I don't think I ever felt that way. I was always checking the barometer of like, wow, this is everything that Wonder Woman should be. But it was always, up until the movie is literally done, even No Man's Land, we finished the movie and I made us stop the presses and said, wait, give me one more crack at the score. Let me go one more, let me just record one more song. And they were like, oh, okay. So it's like you're never sure that it's gotten all the way there. But I could tell that particularly Gal was so incredible and her dynamic with Chris was so incredible and the Amazons were so incredible. I was enjoying it as a viewer myself. So I was saying like, wow, I love these guys. These guys are great.
It's a wonderful movie. Both are such wonderful movies. You've done an amazing job. The cast has obviously done such an amazing job as well. What does it mean to you to know that these films have resonated so immensely with audiences all around the globe?
It's incredible. I believe in these movies. I believe in superhero movies. I believe that these are our mythical characters of our time that we're able to tell universal stories through. So it's something that is, and I believe in Wonder Woman. I believe in what she stands for. And so the idea that she teaches love and forgiveness and kindness and compassion on top of being an incredible badass is she's the superhero for our times to me. These are very important values to be exploring in ourselves. And so it's incredible that so many people have seen them and that it will go on to be a movie that has such a big resonance in the world. It's great.
Again, you've done such an incredible job watching these movies, being part of these worlds. Nothing will ever top that. It's the absolute best. 1,000,000 times. Thank you so much for being here, helping us kick this off. Patty Jenkins.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for coming. Bye.
Thank you, Patty.
Oddly appropriate for It Chapter 2 and the Flintstones to be playing. Exactly, baby. So now we have Kieran taking us to script to screen. Alright, this is super exciting.
Many of you guys been on the tour before?
Yes. No, I have not. I did Horror Made Here, so that was the last time I was in a caravan like this.
Yeah, you've been on the lot, just not, and then one that has done the tour.
Yes.
All right, cool. Either way, today you're going to see some things that you haven't seen before. So.
Yay! And it's during the daytime too.
There we go. And no Freddy or Jason.
No Freddy or Jason.
The carts
Okay.
out for about an hour.
Oh,
And then,
wow.
where we're going to be dropping you off is where the tour will also be dropping off, so that stage 48 is for the screen. And then we'll continue on to Action and Magic Made Here. So we're just doing a shortened version of the cart portion today.
Wonderful.
And on the left, you guys can see the jungle. So we are one of the last studios that has a jungle set. They're currently using it right now, so they're setting up for an HBO Max show, F.R.I.E.N.D.S means Death. So we won't be going into the jungle today, but pretty cool that they're preparing for it. So
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Look at them preparing right now.
they even filmed part of Jurassic Park, so most of that was done in Hawaii.
Oh, wow, that's right.
But there was a storm in Nikki that came through, and so when they left, they did the shot. So that's the So with Jeff Goldblum, the same must go faster.
Oh, that's here on the jungle? Oh, that's so cool.
You can see there's a lagoon in there that they can fill. So in the episode Color High Water, where George Clooney's saving a boy from a drain, they actually filmed that in the lagoon there.
Oh, cool.
What we're coming through right now is Warner Village. So this is relatively new. In this area used to be Laramie Street, which is actually where our old Western Village was.
Oh, all right.
It just wasn't as lucrative as it once was with Westerns, and so producers decided that, like a suburban area would be ideal. And so this was established in 2004. So this is Warner Village. This house on the left right here, this was used in Pretty Little Liars, so it's Hannah's house in Pretty Little Liars. And in one of our current shows, Bog's Road to Missoula, it's Bog's house on the show as well. So.
Oh, I love that.
Including these bus stops, right? So there's no active bus service through here.
What's that? I love that. I was wondering, like, wow, which line do you take to get here? Wow.
Yeah, I don't think you can take that from a Union Station. So, on the left is part of the costume department. So costumes, that would be like anything they need for, any area they could go in there. Anything that's sort of like a really famous iconic or one of the lead actors, they'll move that to the corporate archives.
Oh, wow,
It's
okay.
Like really iconic, or like I said, it's just one of the leads.
Decisions. Wizarding World? Big Bang Theory. Friends. DC. Marvel Studio Tour. Let's go with the Friends. Alright, now here, some of you Friends diehard fans, not me. I totally had to ask Nico, who's here with me from Entertainment Connection. I had to ask him what this was. This is, so, in one episode, Rachel tries to make the 6-layer, oh god, I don't really remember. It was like a custard truffle, and she ends up actually putting the recipe half also of the truffles with shepherd's pie. That's not meat though, that's just chocolate. Thank goodness. Alright. These are just like, these tables are too tiny for these kind of cameras. So, let's really try to get as much as we can. That's like all frosting, that's just gonna taste like frosting. Yeah. Oh, there was a blackberry in there. Alright. Now this has the chocolate in it. For you chocolate lovers, this is the one. This is the one. And now in the Friends store, a lot more has expanded. Ooh. Have the chairs, recliners, the lazy boys for the boys. Oh man, we're literally in Chandler and Joey's apartment right here. That's Chandler's outfit. And there's Joey. Oh, wow. Not that short.
So once again, welcome to Warner Brothers Studio Tour Hollywood. For those of you who didn't miss my introduction, you are in our new expanded Central Perk Cafe here at Stage 48, as well as our new Friends dining experience. So as you've seen, we've recreated sets from Central Perk. We're standing in Monica's apartment and living room, as well as Joey and Chandler's apartment. And this is an exclusive Friends boutique. There are items here that are only can be found here at the studio tour. And this part of the tour is only accessible when you take the studio tour and arrive here at Stage 48. And hopefully you saw our new, let me take this down. Hopefully you saw our new interactive post-production experience with our Foley as well as ADR. We really wanted to tie it all together. This is what we call Stage 48 script to screen. So we did give you tickets to come back and experience the full tour so you can have a full understanding of everything. But here at script to screen, we literally start from the writer's room and end in the editor's bay. So we thought it'd be a great experience. But more importantly, we're here at our Friends boutique, and it's my pleasure to introduce Maggie Wheeler, who played Janice, as well as our tour guide Joelle, who will be doing a few cute questions with her.
My name is Joelle once again. I'm very excited to also welcome, known as Janice, Maggie Wheeler.
Woo!
If you don't mind, Maggie, we ask you a couple quick questions just about your experience on the show. So first things first, Friends wrapped 17 years ago, but it's just as popular today as it was then. What's the long-lasting impact the show has had on your life?
Oh my goodness, the show has changed my life in so many different ways. To be part of something that means so much to so many people, that's brought people so much comfort and joy over these years, all generations and new generations each year with new streaming platforms. It's really an incredible blessing, and my life has been much richer for my experience on Friends.
That's so wonderful to hear. Well, now we're here in 2021, so I'm curious, in your mind, where would Janice be today?
Oh my God. Let's see, I think she has a very successful line of handbags, animal print, fiber, special, a leopard, and a podcast for Love Lorne. How to get past the one who got away, you know.
Yeah, that podcast would be a smash hit for sure. I'm curious, was there a specific moment maybe when you realized that being on Friends, it was this TV show that was unlike anything else that was on TV at the time?
I think I was really aware the very first time I set foot on the stage, that it was a very different environment, different working environment, and of course everybody knows that the camaraderie between the cast members was so palpable, so real, that it was bound to translate in a way that really, it felt very, very special from the first time I showed up to work. So I knew it was going to be something special, and nobody could have predicted the rocket to the moon, but it was definitely there.
Right. You just gave us a little taste of Janice just a little while ago. I'm curious, where does Maggie end and Janice begin? Was it kind of hard for you to find that character, or?
No. She lives in me.
Yeah, I don't know where Maggie ends and Janice begins.
It's probably when this happens.
But I grew up in New York City, and I grew up around a lot of women like Janice, and I think it was just a matter of time before I was going to let the cat out of the bag.
Well, you joined us here for Friendsgiving before. Now you're here for the reopening of our expanded new Central Perk Cafe and the Friends Boutique. What does it mean to you that Friends fans are now able to enjoy even more Friends content than ever here at the studio tour?
I have seen this space in various forms, and I've watched it change, and I think this is incredible. When I had my walkthrough earlier, I just said, I don't know how you're going to get people to leave. Because if I were on the tour and this is a place that I got to come and spend some time and sit down with friends and eat, I just don't think people are going to want to leave. It feels like the show, it feels like memory lane, and I think people are going to be really, really excited to walk through and spend time here.
Well, I'm glad to hear that you're excited about it, and thank you so much again for joining us here today. Thank you all for joining us here as well. At this time, we'd like to ask you to go ahead and make your way over back to the carts outside. We'll get you back to the new tour center.
Or head to stage 48, which is where you were.
Uh-huh.
And then they'll be making your way over here for the final destination.
Oh, gotcha. So where we're going is the final destination.
Yes.
Okay.
So it'll be in that same order that you saw it today. So
Okay,
48,
okay.
And then after 48 will be action and magic.
There we go.
Alright. So yeah, you'll be heading into action and magic, and then once again,
Awesome.
just when you get off, just be careful. Watch your bed and watch your step. And I'm
Thank
glad
you.
we got to reunite for our short 30
Yes, Kieran, thank you.
We weren't going to let you go.
Exactly. And
Love it.
folks, if you are coming here for the tour, make sure that you have Kieran. She is the best tour guide. So there we go. Thank you, Kieran.
Thank you.
And on to the tour. All right, DC fans, Wizard fans, unite. This is where you are to be. So of course we have Harry Potter, The Boy Who Lived, Come to Die. We have Hermione Granger, Newt Scamander, and on this side, Michael Keaton's Batman, Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman in the Wonder Woman 1984 outfit, Jason Momoa's Aquaman. Oh, this is just so beautiful. This is like the beautiful hallway right here. Don't want to leave this hallway. Warner Brothers sign, and ooh, oh, wow, 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 wow. Not at all what I expected. Have Detective Comics issue 373, Batman 181, introduction of Poison Ivy. Harley Quinn's first comic appearance, because remember, folks, it was the Batman animated series that made Harley Quinn an actual character. Never forget that. Jared Leto's Joker. And we have Suicide Squad, Harley Quinn played, of course, by the amazing Margot Robbie. Poison Ivy by Uma Thurman. What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. The Iceman himself, Arnold Schwarzenegger. Batman and Robin. That's just beautiful right there. And then from Josue's favorite movie, Wonder Woman 1984, we have Max Lord, of course Pedro Pascal, Cheetah or Barbara Minerva, worn of course by Kristen Wiig. This Wonder Woman, Gal Gadot. Golden armor that was in the scene for like a total of 5 seconds. Her gala outfit. And then Steve Trevor worn by Chris Pine with fanny pack. All right, time for a history lesson, boys and girls. We've got, of course, Michael Keaton's Batman costume, Christopher Reeve's Superman costume with the pecs included, and Linda Carter Wonder Woman costume. Wow, seeing these three right here, that is gorgeous. Let's turn the light up all the way to the max for this. Like, wow, 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 wow. Dark Knight, 2008. Christopher Nolan's amazing adaptation of the Joker and Batman dynamic. Heath Ledger, amazing performance. Of course, Post Mortis won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor for this role. And I'm just gushing because I want to be in there. And here's Justice League, but the date's wrong. It should say 2021 on there, but that's okay. Here's Jason Momoa's Aquaman before becoming the Aquaman, King of Atlantis. Mother's Trident, of course. And then we have Wonder Woman herself. The Beast, the Bat Fleck right here. Oh, that is beautiful. We have the Man of Steel himself, Henry Cavill's Superman. Look at the cape. Oh, look at all the friction marks on the Flash. Worn, of course, by Ezra Miller. I'll stop saying, of course. I say that a lot. And here's Cyborg. Beautiful. But this makes me really happy because right across from the heroes is Shazam, and they even got Zachary Levi smirk. Look at that. Look at that glow. Look at that glow right there. This is such a cool outfit. Of course, it has changed for Shazam to Fury of the Gods. But it's so cool. Even the cape. Look at the cape like that. Beautiful. Now, for some of you longtime viewers, this will look pretty familiar. We went when this was first part of the tour. I mean, look at that beautiful, that outfit right there. There's the king right himself, King of Atlantis. Jason Momoa. Oh yeah. Oh, sounds good. Remember, this is the one that Jason Momoa took to the premiere in Paris, snapped in half. Fixed it. Right there. Pretty cool. That is a bit somber, but I love it. Joke's on you, Batman. And out of the DC area and into the Wizarding World. Here in the Wizarding World section, we have the Marauders map. And we have the Weasley car above us. So yeah, we're gonna back it up a little bit. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You don't want that falling on you. Alright, so I never got my letter to Hogwarts, but Harry definitely did. And here, Privet Drive, awesome photo op where you can be in the center of all these letters for a Mr. Harry Potter cupboard under the stairs. Another incredible photo op is here in the cupboard under the stairs. You get a little mascot. You know, this is like great podcast sound. So I think I'm gonna stay here, film some podcasts here. This is awesome. Let's stay here. Wizards and class, welcome, wizards. You select your wand, and you are here now in potions class. In potions, yes.
Yeah, the very recent miniseries.
What is the antidote to common poisons? Unicorn horn. Oh, see, no. I'm gonna stop that. This is so awesome.
It turns blue means you have an effective antidote.
We are in Hogwarts. Here. Alright, we are in the herbology department. We're gonna be grabbing some mandrakes today, right? You know the sound. You know the sound.
What are they called again?
Mandrakes.
Mandrakes.
There's nothing hidden in your head the sorting hat can't see. So try me on, and I will tell you where you ought to be. Ah, yes, a ready mind. You belong in Ravenclaw.
Yes, I
And this is an Oscar for which film?
It's for a short film called So Much for So Little from 1949, an animated short.
Wow. That is beautiful. How does it feel to even have it just in your hands?
It's pretty amazing. It's pretty heavy.
Is it heavy?
I'll let you hold it in a second if you want.
Oh my gosh, that would be an honor. One of the tour guides, named James, he actually let us hold the Oscar photo right there. Yeah, that was a lot heavier than I expected. Super cool. So, wow, very surreal experience. So I just wanted to quickly just talk some of my thoughts about the experience. It's a great experience. I think that definitely if you are a fan of the DC universe, if you're a fan of the Wizarding World and Harry Potter, there is no other place to be than here. If you like archives, if you like museums, if that's your style, this is the place to be. They have some interactive things like the brewing of potions in Harry Potter. I wasn't able to film because my phone and my camera had died. Now my phone's been charging for a little bit, so I've been able to film on that. There is no other experience like this if you are a die-hard Friends fan, if you are a die-hard Harry Potter in the United States during COVID, and if you are in the DC universe, like this is the place to be. Great experience for those. If you are going to have something like a movie-like experience, maybe this isn't for you. I mean, Universal Studios is literally up the hill. You can go there for a theme park attraction, but this is something for like the little ones. Then this is something more for those who have this passion. Little ones, maybe if they like museums, they like that stuff, they like to see things, this is great. But something that's more interactive, you're not going to find that too much here. There are interactive elements, and they're fantastic updates and everything. This is just me giving my honest opinion. I loved it. For someone like me, this was a great experience, especially getting to be up and close and actually see details of the costume that you don't really see in the DC movies, but actually getting up and close and seeing that nothing, there is no price for them. There's no price for those experiences. So fantastic. Just wanted to interject my opinion right here. Now let's go back to Past Me and wrap up this whole video. And that's gonna do it for us here today at Warner Brothers Studio Hollywood. Thank you so much for Warner Brothers Studio for having us out here today to be part of the magic of the grand reopening. Thank you all so much for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to hit that like button. Want to be in the loop with all these new uploads, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell. Social media, all down there. There's more than 3 of us now in this channel. Make sure to follow us all on our social media. And of course, I'm Thomas. Thank you all so much for watching. And I will see you in the next extraordinary adventure.